I think that's done. So, hello, YouTube. Hello, everyone. My name is Rafael. I'm here with Luis, Bruno, Fernando, Pereira, and Mateus to start a new conversation here on Talk and Talk, an English immersion. Just to remember, everyone, here it's a platform when the students can share and practice English together. So, there is no teacher here. I'm not a teacher. I'm just a host that try to facilitate our conversation. The only rule here is be respectful, so feel free to do uh, whatever you want here to tell us your thoughts with respect, and that's the only rule that we have here. Today we'll talk about this. I can say this being all me. I don't know if we have this word in English. Sorry, but this classification that we have between real and dream. You know what is real and what is fake. But especially think about when you're trying to set some plans and to achieve some goals, and this relationship, I can say, between the being realistic and be a dreamer. So let's start with our first question. That's it. And even before, I would like to know about you. Do you think that you are yourself? Do you consider yourselves more a dreamer or more someone realistic? Let's start with you, Luis. What do you? How do you consider yourself? What label do you pick? A dreamer or a realistic person?
No, I'm a dreamer, always a dreamer, because I think that it's important to we for we live because we can always be stuck in the same place, you know. So I think that's important to have a dream, our dreams, and these dreams must be real, you know, not uh and not another dreams well, must be your dream, not about other dreams, you know, like your parents' dreams, your friends' dreams, just your dreams, you know. So I think that's very important, stuff like that.
So I didn't get at least you do what it's important to when you talk about your own dreams or a collective dreams. I didn't get it. Sorry.
For instance, I think that's very important you follow your own dreams because in our society
Okay.
is very common. You live
Ah,
your dreams, your parents' dreams, your friends' dreams, you know, because they has a huge influence in your life. So sometimes I think you need to have a moment to think about us, about ourselves, you know. So something like that, you know. Collective dreams is important as well because, like a society, you know.
interesting. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. It's something that sometimes it's hard to realize that you really want it or just this thing, or if it's just this influence that we have and that they are normal and inevitable in life. I totally agree with you. But yeah, good point. What about you, Pineda? Do you consider yourself a dreamer or someone more realistic?
A dreamer, of course, for sure, always dreamer. Because dreams is so important for us, no? Because when you have a dream, you can, how can I say that? You can keep your life okay, because if you don't have a dream, no, it's the life sometimes it's some weird, some sort without expectative, something like that. No, dreams is important. Though, of course, um, not always I can get my realizations, no, my plan, what I have a dream. But the most part of the time, I'm a dreamer, and the most part the thing that I got in my life because I dream in the past. I dream it in the past. So it's important. I am a dreamer, of course, absolutely.
Good. I like it. You're sure, and that's good. That's good to hear. And we will talk more about it, this difference, and how to be maybe a realistic dreamer if it's possible. So, if it is desirable, because I don't know, maybe it's sometimes in my life I like to be just a dreamer and a little bit fool. but have a lot of things, realistic things, but others that just is more free. You know,
By
if
the
I don't
way,
achieve it, it's okay.
by the way,
Yeah, go ahead.
was a dream to talk with you guys here speaking English, no, in the past 5 years ago. But now I can
Yes, I
get,
totally
no?
agree. It's the
Dreams,
same for me. It's the
it's
same. Good point.
like a gas, no? For for us, something. That's it.
Yeah, good example. I totally agree with you. It's the same for me, Pereira. What about you, Bruno? Do you consider yourself a dreamer or someone more realistic, and why?
Uh, I consider myself s- more more time in a realistic person, but there's always that have one person's dreamer in me. It's necessary to dream, right? We all need to have to dream. We all have need to hope. I, uh, right? No, it's this.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree with you. That's the point. But why do you consider yourself more a realistic person than a dreamer? Even if you try to set this balance, if I understood correctly, why do you think that what made you more a realistic person than a dreamer?
Uh, mm, Sometimes I really need a plan to execute and task.
Mm,
Um, mm, in my past, I don't have this this personalidade. And
yeah,
now
yes.
I really need to have one plan to execute anything.
Interesting. So we will discuss more about it because now we have another thing that's more associated a realistic person. But I think planning needs the key for everything. So I agree with you that this is important. But even if it is important, I think that we can be maybe a dreamer with plans, you know. Why maybe we have this. Connotation that a dreamer is someone that don't plan, or and a bad connotation even for someone that's realistic, that it's someone that is a pessimist. You know, I think that we have to change the both negative images that in my opinion is not real for both. But we will discuss more about it. Thank you, Bruno. What about you, Fernando? Are you a dreamer or a realistic person?
Man, I'm with you guys because it's a dreamer, but that's happening sometimes it's necessary to put your foot in in your field, you know, because it's necessary. I'm married and I have daughters. It depends of the situation. We need to decide decide anything else with your con and analyze your consequence that you think in your life, you know. But it's I'm a dreamer. I think it's necessary to dream and looking for a new experience, you know. I love it for your improve your life and better to change your life. I think I'm a dreamer.
Interesting, interesting, and
Yeah.
then I totally understand what you're saying. Yeah, when we have some responsibilities, we cannot just dream and without measure the consequences. So it's
Yeah.
also important. Totally agree with you.
When you have a
Uh,
kids, you know, it's necessary to put you a little bit more responsibility in your life, you know, in your decisions. It's necessary in this case, but I think it's to to be a dreamer. It's necessary for us.
I can just imagine it because I don't have kids yet, but yeah, it's I totally agree with you.
Nice.
Good point, to Fernando. And what about you, Mateus? Are you a dreamer or someone more realistic?
I think about that because for me it's a little difficult answer maybe. Um, when I was more young, I was a huge dreamer, huge. I am I am sad about myself sometimes. I am dream chaser. Oh, I'm dreaming. Some colleagues call me the Bob because a child not move but anime. The child living a wonderful world, and some colleagues said about me sometimes. But now I think it's not I don't dream anymore, but maybe least or more realistic dreams. No, I think when
Hmm.
I was more young, I have the freedom, I have the some other things to dream a lot, and sometimes the last years the responsibilities, the the other dreams you wanna do need to put you in with my I don't know how to say exactly, but for example, I wanna be a father. I wanna to create my family and with my wife. So if I think about that, others dream need to put to the behind. I think that. So because that now, okay, I mean I have a lot of dreams, but um less dreams than before.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah, and I'm thinking here, it's yeah, I don't know. I will not how should I start the questions yet. Make another one because I think that what Matthew said bring me an idea here, and I would like to hear from you, Luis. What do you think about it? What Matthew said, and maybe for you, make a sense, make this different between a realistic dream and a irrealistic dream, and the both worth, or what do you think about this distinction between a dream, a realistic dream, and just a fantastic dream? And if we, in human life, in our life, daily life, we have to be a place for the both or not?
Well, I think that when we start to growing up, well, life is about ages and stages. Like Matteo said before, when he was young, he had a lot of dreams, if I'm not wrong, and maybe some impossible dreams. I had a lot of impossible dreams in my youth as well, childhood as well, but these dreams shaped what I am today. And the tries and the fails, the trials and the good results shaped what I am today. So I think the sport always try, don't matter if you will reach your goals, your objectives, but I think that well, life will define what is a big challenge for you, and then you measure this if it is realistic or not. For instance, I had a lot of dreams that was impossible, and I reach some ones and I fail in another ones, but I still trying. I think the main idea here is still trying, because when you're alive you can do, well, what is stopping you to not try? Something like that, but I think it's important to have dreams. And like I said before, for someone is like a big dream, for another one is a small dream, but you must search your own dreams, for me, dream for me is, for instance, living in a small city, you know. For another guys, it's not a dream, So, but it's my dream, I think this is important,
Yeah,
something like
then
that.
agree. No, that's super. But if I really got what you said, for you, so it's important to have the both. For example, for example, you have some example for what you called an impossible dream that you had before and it was not possible to achieve. But you think that these dreams worth? And another thing is they were unrealistic or just something difficult, hard to achieve. Do you think?
For instance, if you will choose a difficult dream to follow, to start to follow, you need to know that you have a lot of risks, and you will need to assume your risks, you can't fool yourself making think about, oh, I will try to construct a spaceship and I will not fail. You have a lot of chance to fail, so you need to be okay with that.
Yeah,
For instance, once I was trying a new job position and I failed a lot, but I know that the possibility was on the table, and it was okay, but I tried, I tried. I think this is the main idea
right.
here.
I totally agree with you, Luis. It's interesting. And I think another thing that I've been trying in my life is to enjoy the process, Trust the process, but even more enjoy the process because there is no guarantee. Life it's like that. There's no guarantee, and I'm a crazy guy. I plan a lot of things, realistic and easier things, but I really like it to, for example, when I'm reading a book, imagine it even myself as a, I don't know, a character. If it was me, that it was a superhero. I don't know. And I think that this kind of thing is just one example, but others I really like live other lives, even if I know that it's impossible, something totally imaginary. But I just like to live this in my head, and I have some dreams that they are just there for dreaming. I have this dream just to think about it, and other dreams that I want to achieve this position. I want to finish this project. They are different dreams, but I really think that we have a place for both. I don't know if
Ye-
you have it, guys. Things crazy like that.
Yes, for this reason, I think that's very important. You have a very immersion in literature. You need to read tons and tons of books because when you have a lot of possibilities in your head, you can make your decisions, good decisions in your life. For instance, Don Quixote is a book that shaped my life. He was a dreamer, he was a crazy, but he was a rebel. Don Quixote. So for me, it's a game changer of my life. So, and he tried, he failed. So I think the literature in our lives is very important for this reason. We can find a lot of possibilities, not this everyday algorithm life. No?
I totally agree. We can invent our own word. I think if your word that you wanted doesn't exist, you have to create it, and even if it's hard. But let's ask for another one. So Pereira, what do you think about it? There is this difference between a dream that it's a realistic dream and unrealistic, and are there space for the both in our lives, in your life, for example, if you have examples?
For my point of view, I understand that there are, of course, there are a lot of type of dreams, no? But when I was about to be a dreamer, you have to understand the what is possible and what is impossible, no? It is very important to you, no? Everyone knows, the dream is possible, the dream is it's impossible. No? Sometimes we are wrong, because sometimes I think one thing, but it is another thing. But in resume, I think important to understand that and what is possible, what is impossible. Another thing that I think important, it's you understand that the dream it's fit in your life, because in my case, I have a family, I have a wife, I have a daughter. I have to understand that my dream that I have, it's gonna be good for them as well, just not for me, because when you are married, you are not just one, you are two, three, four. In my case, I am five, five, four. I have two kids, a couple of kids, and my wife, and I have to be fit my dream into my family. It's very important, But And there are differences in realistic and no realistic dreams. It's interesting to understand it, no? So I have a lot of dreams, no? The huge dreams and the little dreams, you know. But of course, it's interesting to understand that sometimes we will be fail, you know. Sometimes have to try and understand that this dreams is possible, but maybe I will fail, you know. Well, that's normal in the process, no? But that's it. I had a lot of dreams. Some of them I got it, you know, like speaking English. It was one of them. Had a family, a beautiful family. It was my dream when I was young. I have, thanks God for that. You know, buy a house. A lot of dreams I got, but a lot of them I don't have. But it's normal in your life, you know. But that's a good point. No, it's interesting to understand what's possible, what is impossible, and be fit that in your life. That's my answer.
Yeah, very good. And I already have another question for us, but let's move on. And it was related to your answer right now, but let's move on and ask the others about this question. And after we can talk more about this collective dream, I really think that it's an important thing, and not just a collective in the sense of we can think about it as society, but even a little society that is our family and and even with your friends, how it's important dream together. That's another thing. But let's ask Bruno. What do you think, Bruno, about this distinction between a realistic and irrealistic dream, and what do you think about it? There are are there a place in the life for the both realistic and unrealistic dreams?
Uh, mm, Sometimes I consider consistency is the man. Without consistency, I believe we will hardly to achieve end goals. Uh, 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 in my past, I will big bursts of effort will always be much less adventurous than consistency. Then I I don't know no more make this. I don't apply so much effort will in little time. Uh, when I have constance along uh, over the time, I can make uh, some impossible dreams more possible. And constance is this. Foi mal pelo inglês ruim aí, galera.
No, no, it was amazing. And I really agree with you, with your point. For me, it's the same. Honestly, what I want to do, what I do in my life, it's in a certain point, I think, I would like to how to say, really realize this dream, to achieve this dream. And I fit, how to say that, I planning some, how to say that, goals and what I will do for achieve this dream. And after that, I plan it, just these points, just bullet points. I just put in my whole routine and try to be consistent, as you said. And I keep also dreaming with other things, enjoying my dream without to thinking too much about it. Because I think that it's as you said, when you have something that has a habit, when we are doing things to achieve the dream, we are doing everything that we can. That's not there is no guarantee that we will achieve this dream, but at least you can guarantee that you are doing what we can for it. So for me, it's the most peaceful thing in my life. When I look what I'm doing, I analyze it, and I say, oh, I'm doing everything that I can, and this is amazing. So consistency, it's the key. I agree with you, Bruno. What do you think about it, Fernando? This distinction that between realistic and irrealistic dream.
Man, I think all of us have a realistic dreams and unrealistic dreams. I think it's necessary to do this. I remember that in the past when my wolf, I had a lot of unrealistic dreams, but nowadays my dreams is a little bit more realistic, but I still get a lot of another dreams that I unrealistic. Yeah, it's normal, no? But
Yeah.
when I was young, I think our of us having a lot of unrealistic dreams.
And do you have some examples? For example, with your kids, they dream something that it's a little bit unrealistic. How do you see it in your life with
I
your kids?
I did like to to be a pilot or to travel for the space, Not unrealistic. It's a realistic, but it's difficult, and because of this, I think it's unrealistic because it's so difficult. But when I was a young, I would like to travel for the Mars, for example,
That's amazing.
Yes, nice.
I really like it. Thank you, Fernando. And what about you, Mateus? What do you think about this distinction between realistic and unrealistic dream?
And I think this is the point I more change in my life. When I as young, I maybe not the correct word, but my dream was bigger than now. So bigger than unrealistic dreams. I think that, and now with my life, I know there's some dreams. It's not impossible, but it's too not difficult the correct word, but I need to sacrifice a lot of things to achieve some type of dreams. For example, in some point of my life, my beginning of my career, I think, I wanna be a C-level, a CEO in New York, and I will work this company, and I see the different now because if I want to be this man, I will need to sacrifice a lot of my time with my family, a lot of my time with my wife, with my colleagues, and I don't know. I don't want this more, for example. So I think now my dream is more realistic because I know what wanna cost the some time of dreams, and I just wanna don't pay to do that.
I understand, and you touched a point that it's a very very important point, and give me an opportunity to return to you, Luis, with that question that it's you. I totally agree with you when you said that it's important to search and follow our own dreams. But I would like to listen from you. What is the place for a collective dream, and how it's important to consider others in a dream when we are dreaming and trying to achieve some goals? So I'm talking about family, friends, society. How to create this balance, and how do you see this question?
Well, I think when we respect each other's is the first step, I think. When we are talking about our family, for instance, well, Pereira said his relationship with his wife and his kids, and I do totally agree with him. And for instance, when I'm in marriage as well, and I was thinking here what's important to us. We are in a relationship, and being in a relationship is about sacrifice yourself. to see the who you love better every day better. You know, you want to see your partner, your loved one better. You know, so you sacrifice yourself for love. You know, so this is the first step, I think. And when you live in a society, for instance, I live in a small city, and when you have a lot of problems and uh, and uh, and uh, and the challenges, it's important to be, oh, I forgot the word, not resilient, but you need to feel the pain of the another person, the another group of society. But because if you only, well, when you only think about yourself, like I said before, it's a very trick uh, uh, mindset, I think. But you are not alone. This is the main key, you know. We need each other. Uh, don't matter for instance, the political side, for instance, you know, not only about left side, right side, and because, well, this sounds a little bit silly, but we are one in the end of the day, you know. But it's
Yeah, this is yeah, I agree with you. To find for me the problem is to find a balance between both of things. And I think when especially taking this example about marriage, I think that it's very important to dream together. I think so when I point that your dream it's the same dream of the others, you know, the person that it is with you. So I think that it's more easier maybe to stay together and to go to the same direction, you know. Or if when you share your dreams, I'm not saying to do everything together or how to say that to dream, don't have your own dreams. I think that it's healthy, but to have some dreams that are the same because it's easier to make this choice because as Mateo said we cannot do everything if you wanted to pursue how say that some dream that oh to be a famous musician usually this guy is just renounce their family so you cannot have a family if you do this kind of thing. It's a good example. So and the other examples is the same thing. So it's a different question. Let's hear how say that your answer, Pereira, your opinion about it. So, what's the place for a collective dream and how it's important to consider? I know that we already talked a little bit about it, but if we can formulate a little bit more about this collective dream and the relationship between what we want and what others want.
Okay, I maybe I answered this question before, no? Because
Yes.
I talked a little bit about this family, you know, to fit your dream, your personal dream into your family. It's so important, no? And I have a lot of dreams that I have to get with my family, you know. Of course, I have individual dreams, of course, but it's gonna be better to my family, you know. Like I've been learning English, you know. I started to learn French this year, you know. I back to France as well. There's a dream to speak another language, you know.
Good.
But of course, it's gonna be good to my family because of course there's no doubt about it. That's learn a new language, you know. To invest in your educational stuff. It's very interesting for you, but your family as well, because that's amazing thing, you know, for everything. You know, we know that about it. You know, to get a promotion, to travel around the world, to know about some things, to swim into literature, and it's good for you, but your family behind you, of course. And maybe I have some little dreams because to ride to motorcycle through South America. To ride to Motorcycle
Very
America.
good.
That's
I
a
like
good dream,
it.
you know. Maybe I will do that in the
Yes.
future. No, I don't know that maybe I will get my wife with me. I don't know, but my of course the motorcycle it's hard to get our family, you know. But I give here two examples, no, about dream because they are little dream, you know, because to travel, to do something, but they are a huge dream it's how can I say that? It spends more time to build up, you know, like educational stuff, something like that. No, I'm pretty sure that I want to get to my son, to my daughter, a good educational, no, a good education, of course. It's my dream. It's a dream about my wife as well. And I think that everyone has collective dreams. No, of course, if you are married, it's normal, no, because it's a collective. It's important. No, we have to think for all members of the family. That's my point about this question.
Yeah, very good, very good. Totally agree. And as we said, we don't live alone, so we need people, and our family, it's the people that are usually closer and to help us to me also give a sense in life. So it's important to dream together, and and I imagine it because I'm not a dad, but I'm a son, and how also that when you have a kid, you start to dream for this kid, you know, and help this kid to achieve. Your dream is that your kid achieve their dreams. So this is so beautiful because it's not something just for you; it's collective, you know. It's you dream together in that sense too. Very beautiful. And what about you, Bruno? What do you think about this thing? Do you think that this collective dream matters, and how do you fit it in your life? What do you think about it?
About discretion, I think almost all of my dreams are about improving the lives of my family members. So when I stop to think about it, all of my dreams are related to that dream, to my family. Can I call it a root dream? Root. My wife and my daughter have really indirectly changed many of my dreams. It's good. It's not bad. Change for better.
Yeah,
It's this.
it's interesting. Yeah, and the other thing, I know that's not exactly what you said, but I was thinking here about this. You said before how it's important to planning, you know, and sometimes when you are planning, you maybe something that you thought that was a dream is not more anymore, and put in the balance the risks, as we said, and how it's important to you and the impacts in your life, you know, and when we realize it, when we try to be realistic and put in action this dream, the things to achieve this dream, realize if it is worth or not. So it's good that you said that yeah, said that your the influence of your wife changed your plans, your dreams, and I think that we have to be open to dream differently and to change our dreams in certain point. What do you think about it, Fernando? Oh, go ahead. Someone is
No,
saying something.
I commented
Go ahead.
because our life, man, is so short, you know. Because of this, we need to go after with our dreams, you know. I think, in my opinion, because it's it's so difficult to live nowadays, and because of this, I think, in my opinion, it's necessary to go after our dreams and sometimes to realize what I dream in the past, you know. I think,
It's no, it's complicated, well,
yeah.
but right now, Fernando, you we all have said that. How do you think that it's a good balance between this collective and maybe individual dreams? You know, when I talk about collective, I'm talking about especially about our family, because we have responsibilities, you know, and maybe we
Mm,
can dream, but in a certain point, you have to see, oh, It's maybe the risks are too much. How to find this balance? How do you usually think in your life? Do you have you already thought about it?
Yes, I need to think, and I sometimes I talk about my family, my wife, about our objectives, our goals, our dreams. Also, we need to I need to share with her about our my dreams, and I need to heard about her dreams, because I think it's necessary. I agree with you. It's necessary to have a balance with my dreams and our dreams here in my house. Uh, you need to share, and you're looking for a purpose in your life, and share with your life, and go after we thought it go after with is the best for your family, for your life. I think I think my opinion is talking about your plans, your goals. It's necessary. I think the first need to do for us.
Very important thing because you highlighted something that it's essential in the human beings relationship. That's communication. I think that's the key for
Yeah.
everything. So you talk about your dreams, understand how the others feel about it, because our dreams impacted others. So we
Yeah.
have to be conscious about it. So
Yeah,
and talk.
talking about where we we are think it better for our daughters.
The
Yes,
prioritize
I yes.
the kids.
I
Uh,
need to tell with her all the time with my wife about this.
Yeah, that's a thing that it's beautiful in a side, and the other for me I'm a real bit scared about it. For example, have kids and start
Hmm.
to change the way that I think my life. So that's not
Yeah.
anymore something that's not just me, but not just it. That's the priority is not me. It's my kid. That's it's so beautiful,
Hmm.
and I'm a result of it of my mother. But and the other time, if I always think, oh, I don't know if I'm prepared for it. Maybe I'm so selfish. But it's another discussion. This one.
Yeah.
Thank you for your
Thank
opinion
you.
and your thoughts. Uh, Mateus, what about you? What do you think about this thing that's the collective dream? How do you fit it in your life with your wife? It's important to consider others. How do you dream collectively if you do it?
Yeah. It's very, very important because in my mind, if you choose married with someone, you choose share all your dreams, the good days, the bad days, the achievements. So we need to share always and share all. So I think it's necessary to share the dreams, and you need, and it's important to um, create your own dreams, but not nothing can prejudicar or share his dreams. For example, I have my dream to be fluent, to become fluent in English. It's my dream. Okay, I know if I become fluent in English, my family can be very beneficiada because of that. Okay, but it's my dream. I want to become fluent in English. I want to uh, m- bungee jumping in a bridge. Okay, it's my dream. It's my not concerning directly to my family. And so I think we need to create and cultivate our own dreams, but the biggest dreams, it's very important to share with your family. For example, me and my wife want to finish to pay our house. This is a bigger dream, and you want to do that. So we need to my own dream cannot to harm this dream. So for me, it's that to equilibrate and to put the shared dream to priority.
Very interesting point. Maybe it's because we talked, everyone here talked a little bit about this whole big dreams, small dreams, and how it's important the also the risks of dreaming, how a dream can affect others. So especially the fathers here talked about this impacts that some decisions can have in the how said that the family life. So it's another point. So it's about prioritize communication. It's about realize if this if I do it, if I follow this dream, if I go after this dream, I will. I'll say that maybe not be succeed in the bigger dream that I have with my family that involves everyone. So I think that's the kind of thoughts that we have to think to have. And thank you for saying it. Go ahead, Matheus.
Yeah. I remember sometime. I think it's with you, Rafa. We talk about responsibility, and I said, "Oh, I had a dream to skydiving, and for me, I need to realize this dream before I have children, and
You told me.
I did do that. So the responsibility change your dreams because I need to be more responsible now because I have a family and the people depends on me. So the crazy dreams. Now we need to rest crazy dreams.
I understand what you're saying. So maybe you cannot put your hustle, your life in risk, in danger, not anymore when you're bad, maybe. So interesting point, guys. We don't have more time for another question, but I would like to hear from you how it was talk about dream in the final of the day. I just talk about dream, but there's a little bit this relation between dreams and real life, and it was amazing for me. But I would like to hear from you how it was for you, Pereira.
So about the dreams of the final fear. But of course, it's important to dream, but it's important to plan. In the last conversation that I have to you here, we talked about plan, to have a plan. It's very important to dream, but to plan. I'm work with construction. I usually construction build something in industrial area, and we plan all the time, because it's important during through the process, and my advice is if you have a dream, you have to have a plan. It's very important. You understand that, of course, for example, dream from another person, their family, you have to understand, you have to listen, because my son, for example, I'd like that my son in the future be a soccer player or a doctor, for example. But he said to me, "Hey, father, hey, daddy, I want to be a lawyer, lawyer, say that." Oh, it's okay, no problem. Your dream, I have to respect your dream, and it's very important to respect the dreams to another person in your family, You understand his mind. But about the question, I don't know that I understand, but of the year because we are the end of the year. But I don't know, maybe I remember. I can't remember right now, but I have some dreams this year, But that's it. I remember right now, but.
No, that's
was a good conversation.
That's
Thanks
good.
a lot for your time, as always. And that's my thought about it.
No, thank you
very much for
Pereira,
your
for
time.
sharing it. Yeah, and I really like that your hypothesis was that your son was could be a lawyer as I am. So
Lawyer.
it's a good choice. It's a good choice, I
Good
have to say.
choice. That's it.
So
Okay.
just to know how it was for you, Luis. Everything was good.
A great immersion, my friend, because it's always good to think twice about our dreams and make a reflection at the end of the day. So thanks a lot for this subject and for this pleasure immersion.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. I really like it. All your thoughts, Luis. You know that. So thank you. What about you, Fernando? Everything was good for you?
Yes, it was good. Thank you. Thank you so much for this immersion. It was amazing.
Thank you so much for being here. And the last, not the least, Mateus. How it was for you, but not the least.
It's very, very good. Thank you, guys.
So guys, we finish. I really hope that everyone here could have said that enjoyed this moment. Think about our dreams, being realistic, but still remaining a dreamer. So I think that it's very, very, very important. So see you tomorrow for those that can be here with me or in another immersion. Bye bye, guys.
So be a dreamer.